Okay, so we are live, guys. We are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me go check and make sure that our audio is working. It should start to echo in a couple of seconds after the delay here. Hold on one second. I'm here watching the page that you are on right now. Do I have to refresh the page or will it refresh itself? Will it refresh itself? There we go. There we go. Let's do it. Yep. Good. I'm here watching the page. Good, good. So I heard myself, I see myself, the video's working good. Welcome, Rose. Michael Lee, what's up, buddy? Linda Cromar, welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another set. Sarah George. Sarah George, welcome, Sarah George. How are you? How are you? Everybody ready for a brand new, fresh training session? I got a lot of content for you, so we got to get right into it. Got to get right into it. So, how to make more sales, how to make more sales. We've got some housekeeping and updates to do first. So let me get right into the PowerPoint slide. One thing that's really cool about, look at that. One thing that's really cool about running your own business from home is, you can free up some money to do a little bit more traveling. And when we go traveling, I like to bring stuff, souvenirs and stuff. Check this out though. Last time that we went to Vegas, I found this completely cool gold Las Vegas set of cards. How cool is that? Can you see how gold that is? It's like bass boat flake gold. Really, really nice, man. So sales in our business a lot of times works out like a 52 deck of cards. I learned this from one of my buddies, by the way. He's a Power Lead System affiliate as well. And he teaches this. He puts out a deck of cards, 52 cards in a deck, 52 cards in a deck. We do our prospecting, we do our promoting, we do our marketing. You build up your brand, you build an audience on social media, you advertise, you buy some traffic, you send traffic into a funnel, you start following up, you follow up with people, and you answer their questions. That's what we're going to talk about tonight. And in this deck of cards, you don't know who they are. You're going to find your aces of clubs, right? You're going to find your threesies and twosies, right? Threes of clubs. You're going to find your four of clubs. You're going to find, this is in order. Your five of clubs. You're going to find your ace of spades if you don't quit. And if you elevate your skills enough to attract an ace of spades, you get where I'm going. You're going to find your ace of spades. You're going to find your fives. You're going to find your eights. You're going to find your eights. Eights are pretty cool, right? But you're not going to find anybody. You're not going to find anybody if you don't go through the daily activities that help you get your message in front of the 52 card deck, in front of the 52, right? But look at it this way. If you do enough marketing and you plug in and you take action and your marketing actually touches, I'm talking about a real good connection, not the tire kicking leads that just flow in and flow out and flow in and flow out. That's part of the filtering out. I'm talking about really good, curious to interested prospects in your company, your program, whatever you're selling, and they come through. You go through 52 people, and you're going to find some people. You're going to find your aces, your kings, your queens, your jacks, your sixes, your twos, your fours. But if you don't do enough marketing and follow up and promotion to go through at least 52 people, then you haven't put in enough work to really gauge your business, right? You have to go through the people. And once you do, here's another thing. Going through a whole deck of cards of people, going through 52 people, going through enough people that you're actually following up with, that you're working, that you're answering questions, that you're it gives you a chance to see and analyze how you are doing in your follow-up process. It gives you a chance to refine your email follow-ups. It gives you a chance to get better at your daily video. It gives you a chance to get a little bit better in your Facebook, the way you show up on social media, on your brand. It gives you a chance to refine and improve your own personal brand a little bit more, right? Going through 52 people, you're going to hear you're gonna get some feedback. You're gonna hear it's a scam. You're gonna hear how much is this? You're gonna hear, but I ain't got no money. Well, how did you market to get people like that? Can we refine how we're marketing to attract maybe a little bit better quality prospect? Can we do that, right? But a lot of things can happen. A lot of things can happen if you go to work refining your follow-up process. A lot of us end up using the same lead capture pages. A lot of us end up using the same funnels. A lot of us end up using some of the same email follow-up letters. But what a lot of us don't do is what I'm going to cover tonight. Deep in the follow-up process, you know who they are. Some people show up a little bit more and do just a little bit better in the follow-up process, being constructive, being creative, being more active, being more present, and they set things up in a way that they end up closing more sales, even though they use the same traffic sources, the same copywriting, the same lead capture pages, the same funnels many times. How come they close more than other people? A lot of the times you can see it in what they're doing in the follow-up process and how they blend their social media and their content. Now we have the Power Blog inside of Power Lead System. There's no excuse. Everybody has access to creating their own content platform, even if it's just a free Facebook fan page, so that you can post videos and pictures and content and articles and information, right? Even if you don't have a blog set up yet, but I'm gonna go through it right now with you systematically and teach you how to elevate the amount of closed sales and retained sales, people that do not quit on you at the end of the month, right? More closed sales and more retained sales in your book of business, in your pipeline, so that you are running a more stable, consistent, profitable business with just a couple of tweaks, just a little adjustment that 99% of the people running around in internet-based affiliate marketing are too lazy to do. They're just too lazy, or they're unaware. They don't know. Not knowing, that's ignorance, right? But not in a negative, shade way. Not in a negative way, not bashing people. Just ignorance is just in a state of not knowing. Well, let's take that ignorance away tonight. Let me give you some ideas, and let me give you some proven concepts that I discovered, that I learned from other people, that I learned it from. I saw what they were doing. It's like, that's why he's getting more sales than me. That's why she's crushing more all-in upgrades than I am. Let me refine that part of my marketing. Let me go into my follow-up process and let me do a couple of refinements, a couple of adjustments. And now let's see what happens with my production, right? So a couple of tweaks, that's all, just to getting a little bit better every day, refining and adjusting your business. So let me get right into it. I'm going to go to screen share. Let's go through some announcements first. I'm going to share my screen, present to everyone. There we go. Sharing my screen with you. The first thing I want to do is I want to go to a PowerPoint, not that one. I want to go to this one. I want to go to this one. This is our Wednesday PowerPoint, but don't worry, I'm going specifically down to an announcement. You guys do know, I do not know if Neil Guess or Michael Price, the owner of Price's Possibilities, the owner of the company here, Power Lead System, I don't know if they have updated this date or if they have posted the venue information to the live event that's happening, but let me put this on slideshow from the beginning, and let me go right to this. So we have a live event coming up, guys. So we are here Wednesday's Overview Hangout, promoting to the event every Wednesday live, but we put these internet-based events on specific pages that you can replicate so that you can promote to your email list, promote on your social media, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can invite people to the Wednesday Overview Hangout. You can invite people to the Thursday night training, TNT, Thursday night training, internet marketing training for an hour, strategies, tactical stuff, different than Wednesdays. And those are the events that we've had that you can invite into. We have other trainings on Monday, on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, sometimes even on Friday. They've all been internet-based. Isn't it cool that we will be having a live workshop, 2-day workshop, unless the date has changed. Last I heard, direct from the company owner, June 24th and 25th, Saturday and Sunday, 2017, in Las Vegas, Nevada, at the South Point Resort and Casino. It's a very family-friendly venue, extremely large. They have 11 restaurants, a movie theater, a bowling alley, a resort-style pool and spa area, and everything else that you would expect Las Vegas resort to have. Casino, all kinds of fun stuff, right? It's right there next, a little bit off the strip, a little bit down the street from it, but it's right there. You're still close to everything. I think it's like 5 miles away from the airport, very close. So everything is there. We're all going to be there. You can meet other fellow warriors in the Power Lead System family. 2 days, 2-day workshop immersion. So just so you know, I wanted to give you that update. Las Vegas, Nevada, 2 days of immersion style internet marketing workshop, different teachers, different presenters to help you in all kinds of facets of marketing your business on and off the internet. Power Lead System live event, South Point Casino and Resort, Las Vegas, Nevada, June 24th and 25th. Pretty cool, right? So let me get rid of this. I just wanted to give you that. Let me open up the other PowerPoint and get right into business for tonight. Let me go right to the slideshow. There's a couple of house cleaning items, some updates that I like to cover for everybody so we know where the recordings are and all that good stuff. Welcome again. My name is Franco, Power Lead System, Thursday night, TNT, Thursday night training, internet marketing training coaching session. That's me. Here's how to get to the recording of all of the archives. I believe this is lesson number 15 in the series. We've been doing this weekly for 15 weeks. If you're brand new, what you want to do is go all the way back to the very first one. That'll tell you the quickest way to get up and running, get traffic to your site and start generating leads and even sales to your business. We covered all of that immediately in lesson number 1. We are in lesson number 15. So what you want to do is let me show you how to find the recordings and how to replicate this page that we are on right now. Every single affiliate in Power Lead System has the ability to replicate this page so that it generates sales for you. It's a place you can send your guests, your prospects, your team of affiliates, your customers. Send them in here, free internet marketing training. I try to keep it as generic, as universal as possible, but I got to show you real marketing. So I show you real sites, real funnels, real blogs, real concepts in the real world, because I've found that generic training only leads you to generic results. I hate generic training, can't stand it. Everybody's so scared, oh, they're going to prospect my team. You know, if you're scared of that, you're not doing your marketing right. You're not earning the repeat business anyway. So you should tap into this training and learn how to be a little more fearless in your business by delivering so much value. You know the culture on your team is they're going to keep dancing with the person who brought them to the party. Right? That way we can really get into some real training. Here's how to replicate the page and how to promote these trainings and how to find the recordings. If you go to promotethursdaytraining.com, you'll see a couple of tutorial videos there that give you access to a lead capture page that leads into this training you can use. I haven't used that because I have my own lead capture pages. And then I just send people into this very page that we're on tonight in follow-up. And I have my team come here for training. Okay, so if you go to Promote Thursday Training, it's going to show you how to replicate this very page. It's also going to show you and give you access to an email that has already been written for you that promotes this event, and you can send it out whenever you want and get people on your email list and invite them to this training. You get click-by-click, step-by-step instructions, and that again is at promotethursdaytraining.com. The other link you see on the screen right now, thursdaytraining.com, that's a version of this very page that we're on, but that's for people who have not set up or will not be setting up their own replicated version of this page for a little bit, but they still want a generic link to invite people into where it's safe for their team. So thursdaytraining.com, the only difference is when people click on the blue button that says start your 7-day free trial or whatever, start your free trial. When they click on that page, thursdaytraining.com, it just opens up a white page that says, welcome to the family or whatever. And it says, get back to the person who invited you here and use their link to set up your free trial. So it's very generic, team friendly. That is at thursdaytraining.com. So now on to the recordings. All of the recordings of our Wednesday overview hangout and our Thursday training is at the same YouTube channel. Okay, the same YouTube channel. The fastest way, the easiest way to find it is log into your back office. You see the picture on the right, log into your back office, then click on Training Center, log into your training center. It'll look like the picture on the right, and see the menu bar up at the top. Click on Replays, click on where it says Replays, and that's where you will see it says Watch Google Hangout Replays. Click here. That's where the recorded trainings are. Then that brings you over to the YouTube channel, which you could see by the picture on the left. And on that channel, you only see two kinds of videos. Number one is the Wednesday overview hangouts, and number two is the Thursday night training archives, the recordings. So go all the way back to the beginning and just start watching them. The very first one shows you how to get a funnel set up, how to get traffic to it without continuing to any other training. We wanted to make you, we wanted to help you get up and running fast right on training session number one. Everything else then builds up on those skill sets and gives you additional strategies and ideas that you can implement to refine your business and your marketing process. Make sense? So that's how to get to the recordings, okay? Now, if you want to get to the training schedule and see the plug into the other trainings that we have, then on the same training center, click on Training Schedule, click on Schedule, and it brings up that page where it says Weekly Hangout and Trainings, and you'll see there, you'll have links to the trainings that we conduct on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, sometimes even Fridays. Okay, Training Center and Training Schedule. So my friend, you are all the way plugged in to our training and our education environment. Okay, now we can get to work. So today's session, let me take a sip of this water. So today's session, real cool. Let's talk about closing more sales. Let's talk about closing more sales. This is fun. How to close more sales with one, I'm just going to give you one new tip, one new concept. It might involve quite a few things depends on how you want to implement this, but it's really one new concept, one new tip. How to close more sales by executing this no-brainer tip into your follow-up marketing. What are we talking about? Well, let's start with this fact right here. Now, don't go fact check me at Snopes.com or anything like that, okay? But can we just say a vast majority, I'm just gonna, let me hype it up. 99% of affiliate marketers are lazy, okay? They're lazy. Here's the good news. Well, bad news and good news, right? The bad news is they might be your affiliates in your team. Okay, I'm just playing. The good news is they're your competition mainly. They're your competition. They're lazy. 99% of affiliate marketers are lazy, not maliciously, but just, they haven't been shown certain things that makes them a little bit lazy about their marketing. For example, specific tonight, their follow-up game is weak. Their follow-up game is weak. I'll explain that in a second specifically, but that leads to this bit of good news for you. If you elevate your follow-up skills, if you show up on the battlefield of follow-up marketing, if you elevate your follow-up skills, you'll close more sales, and you can close more sales on autopilot the way I'm going to teach you that I do this stuff, because it's a game changer. So let's get right into it. The number one question that I get all of the time, and I've gone through thousands of prospects, literally thousands of prospects. I've followed up with thousands of people. And above all else, of the serious prospects now, the number one question that I get all the time is, are you going to help me? Dude, I have bought program after program on the internet, and they're never there after the fact. All of a sudden, they're too famous, they're too guru, they're too rich, and nobody's there to help me, and they blame it on my mindset, and they block me on Facebook. And they only come back when they want to sell me something else, right? So again, every disadvantage to somebody could be an advantage to you, because this is what your prospect's main question is going to be. Over time, your prospect's number one question: will you train me? Are you going to be there to support me? I've bought these things before and everybody disappears after I buy. Is there help here? Are you going to help me? Right? And the answer to most of that is most affiliates never provide a solution to that question other than, yeah, my team has a training. Yeah, our program trains you itself. And while that may be true, you're leaving money on the table. I have joined and worked through the years with some of the best teams and systems and programs out there at the time. And I never, ever was satisfied with, I never said it was negative. I loved it. That's why I joined a good team, a good sponsor, good system, good training, good everything. But I never, ever just relied on that. It was cool that I had it, but I always wanted to provide my own. I always wanted to become the resource. And in your marketing, your follow-up process, you have to be creative and develop ways that the perception of you becoming the resource of solutions and answers and value to your prospects, you have to put that brand in their head of you. Hold on one second. This Skype is really bothering me. So let me do this. Let me cancel Skype real quick. Let me turn off Skype. It goes crazy. All right, let's get back to it. Go from the current slide. There we go. Okay, we're back. So most affiliates never create content, create content that answers that question. I'm going to show you what I've done to separate myself a little bit from a lot of the masses. And people wonder, how come some people get more sales? How come people seem to be a little bit more influential than other people? And some people make more money than other people do. They're using the same systems, the same traffic, but some guys are selling more than others. Why? Well, a lot of it has to do with what happens inside of the follow-up process. Think of whoever you bought this program from. I know a couple of people off the top of my head, Frank Calabro Jr., Alan Cousins. You go into their funnels and you think you've stepped into a university of internet marketing. Man, they do not let you breathe in a good way without offering you value upon value upon value, and video and video and video. And they let you see every single thing that's going to happen in your future when you begin to work with them. And by the end of some videos, you're like, I have to join Frank. I have to join Alan Cousins. I have to join Calabro. Man, these guys are great, right? So, and a lot of other people are like that. You will notice them. The people that are on the top of the food pile earning more money, if you really want to break it down, the difference a lot of times you will notice is in their follow-up process. They are always creating like a daily blog post, a daily video that shows you how cool it's going to be when you join their team and work with them. And yes, they could be leveraging into another team's system or a funnel or a this or that, but they are doing their own content, their own videos that absolutely take away all the mystery about what's going to happen on the other side of the curtain when you join, right? And if you can do that, if you start showing up a little bit more like that, you're going to close more sales, because we're going to show you how to take care of that part of your follow-up process. The lazy affiliate, and generally speaking, the lazy affiliate, right? They buy cheap traffic, they shove it into a funnel, and then they cry boo-hoo, boo-hoo. They get triggered and, they go crawl up in a fetal position when the funnel alone fails to make them rich, right? They thought the funnel was going to be the answer to all of life's mysteries, right? It's not. It's not, especially when 10,000 people start using the same funnel. I'm just being real with you. The lazy affiliate, they'll buy cheap traffic, they'll shove it in a funnel, and then when they don't get rich off the funnel alone, they want to be invisible. They don't want to call people back. They don't want to reply to emails. They don't want to answer any questions. They just want to, call their sponsor 15 times a day, asking them why their training is not working to make them rich. Right? They won't call their prospects, but they'll call their sponsor like 25 times a day. It's like, hey, dude, step number one, stop calling me, call your prospects. The business is out there. I'm not going to buy from you. They might buy from you. Go talk to them. You're going to learn more by talking to your prospect than by talking to your sponsor. Sometimes it's just true, right? So then what happens? They quits, boohoo, buys program number 72 and does the same thing again. Can you say recipe to fail? Right? And I see it over and over and over again. Then they join another program, a new shiny object or whatever, and they buy cheap traffic. They shove it in a funnel. They cry when the funnel alone fails to convert. They quit. They cry, boohoo, buys program number 74, 75, 77, 79, does the same thing and keeps on failing. Can I offer you a different alternative, please? Can I offer you what I ended up doing? Here's what I ended up doing. I ended up asking myself, if the people that are making more money, why are they getting, with the same systems, the same programs, the same products, the same compensation plans, many times the same exact traffic sources? Yeah, they might be buying more traffic than I was when I was new, but who cares? Pound for pound, they're closing more sales than I was. My question was not to get mad at my sponsor and kick rocks. My question was always, well, let me figure out what they're doing different to close more sales. And when I reverse engineered what they were actually doing by climbing inside their funnels, going through it, and then I figured out, I was like, man, every single day, this gal sends me an email with a video, and I land on her blog or on her Facebook, and there's another video about how to get started. Then there's another video about the training center. Then there's another video. Here's a recording of last night's hangout. And another video, call me today. I'm ready to help you get started. Another video. And it was like video after video after video. And at the end of that process, I realized, do you know, her Facebook posts and her blog post and her videos, or whatever it is in the follow-up process that she keeps inviting me to with her emails, at the end of the day, they end up answering every single objection, concern, and question that a prospect might have. So, and they feel like they know her, like they've known each other for 25 years after 25 videos. They know the sound of her voice. They know her brand. They know on Facebook when she hasn't put on any makeup yet, or it's so early or so late at night, her hair's undone, but there she is doing a little video to teach them how to get traffic and all this stuff. This is what I'm going to do when you join. And if you want me to set up all of your funnels for you, just go all in, buy the 2 upgrades inside, and then I will do this and I will do that, little VIP bonus offers, free coaching. I'll give you an hour of coaching a week, or whatever it is. But I found, man, they're providing some value. And they're providing all of the things that they say their system already has: the training center, the support system, the help with copywriting, the help with getting traffic, the help with writing ads and emails, all of that we all know as affiliates. It's already in the back office. But here's the difference. They did not do what most affiliates say. Most affiliates will say, yeah, all that stuff's in the back office. Just get in. And spam, 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 spam. All that stuff's in the back office. Don't bother me. I'm not going to call you back. I'm not going to email you back. Just get in, get in, get in, right? And that's what most people do. But the people that were getting more production, I noticed, no matter what the program was offering, no matter what their team was offering, no matter whatever funnel or system they were using was offering, they were offering above and beyond the call of duty. They were going the extra mile. And at the end of the day, it wasn't hard. I was like, well, I can't provide all that stuff. I don't have all that experience. And then I asked myself, after I smacked myself, I said, well, wait a minute. What is it? It's a 5-minute video. What are they actually saying in that video? And I would watch it, and it's like all they did is they're basically letting them know stuff that's in the back office. They're letting them know that, that's how they're going to help them. But it was on their own video. They were going the extra mile. So with a blog, with a fan page, with a YouTube channel, that's all free, right? If you're a gold member in Power Lead System, you have access to the Power Blog. And even if you haven't set up a Power Blog, you can go to medium.com. You can open a fan page for free on Facebook. You can go to wordpress.com. You can go to so many tumblr.com and just Google free blog, right? They're out there. But if you're a gold member, just set up your Power Blog. Now you have your own platform to put your own content. If you don't have time to do that, then at least start in the next 5 minutes. You can create a fan page on Facebook and use it as a blog. For starters, you can still post articles. You can post video. You can upload videos directly. You can do live streams on a fan page. You can post images and pictures for your marketing. You can do that on a fan page. Start a YouTube channel. Do these kinds of little PowerPoints and just speak through it. Just talk through your slides every day and show people how to plug into the back office, how to find the training, how to generate leads, how to create their first lead capture page. Do these little things, but you do them in your own voice, in your own content. Put it on a place that's only for you. Because number two, showing your prospects how they'll be supported, how they will be trained, and how you're going to help mentor them could make the difference. That's a unique selling proposition between you and 99% of your competition that's lazy as heck. They're lazy. They're not going to do this. If you do it, your branding gets elevated. You get chosen. They buy from you instead of buying from somebody else, right? And the bottom line is you become the solution. You have to work to become the solution to your own prospects. Nobody's going to take responsibility for your business more than you are. And if you're not, then you might as well toss it in the can, man. It's over. You're not going to let yourself get started. Look, here's why. Who cares what we think, right? Who cares what you think, what I think personally about doing that? I don't want to do all that. You know, I thought that, yeah, whatever. Well, here's the thing. I don't care how fancy your funnel is. I don't care how great your programs are or whatever. At the end of the day, your prospect will buy from someone that they perceive is going to be a solution for them to get results. And if you don't work to position yourself as that person, they're going to be nice to you, but they're not going to buy from you. They're going to buy from somebody else. So the reality in this market is you have to work to position yourself so that you become the solution above and beyond your program, your product, your comp plan, your everything else. When you are the solution and people are buying you because of you and they don't give a rip what the program is, hey, Franco, whatever, man, I just want to join on your team. What are you selling these days? You know, it's like, dude, you've been to every one of my hangouts. You know what I'm selling. Oh, that's all you're selling? Yeah, Power Lead System, get in. Okay, well, I don't care what you're selling. I just want to join you. That's what you want. That's what you want to create. You can create that. It's simpler than a lot of people assume. You become the solution. Number one, couple of ideas. Do what others refuse to do, and more people would choose to buy from you. Number two, simply create little content pieces answering one question at a time. And our FAQ pages allow you to see that, right? But I gave you in the beginning of this presentation exactly what their main concerns, what their main fears, their main hesitations really are. There are some objections that people just use as superficial excuses for trying to just get away, get off of Facebook, get off the phone, get off whatever with you. You know, they just want to get them. So there are superficial little lame excuses that are not really their real objections, but the underlying ones with good quality prospects, the underlying ones more often than not tend to be this hesitation, this doubt, this fear based on wondering after they buy if they are going to be supported and trained and helped. If you create content to address those main real underlying, you know, these are pretty personal fears. You know, nobody likes to admit a lot of times that what they really fear. So a lot of times people lie to you. You know, buyers are liars, right? My real estate broker used to teach me that buyers are liars. Keep helping, keep serving, keep adding value until they trust you enough that they really open up and you learn what their real concerns are and then you address those. Or better, in our world, internet marketing, the advantage here is that you don't have to sit belly to belly and speak to somebody for hours until they finally open up and share with you what the main concerns are that they have, right? We know through going through thousands of people that there's only a couple of really main underlying fears or doubts or concerns that hold them back from buying from you. We already know what those are. So what you can do is you can beat them to the story by creating the content that handles that question and solution before they ever ask it. They discover a video, you talk about it on a video, on this Hangout or whatever, and then they oh, wow, okay, so that's where I'm going to get trained. That's the support I'm going to get, VIP service. Hey, this is cool. Okay, I got a couple of questions, but I'm going to sign up with Joe. But let me call Joe. Let me reply to Joe's email and ask just a couple of questions to make sure that he's real, that he's really there. There's a human. And then you reply. Oh, great. He replies to his own emails. He actually did reply. Okay, I'm in. I'm going to go sign up. What's your link again, Joe? Right? And they go and sign up. Right? So creating simple little pieces of content. A lot of times what you see, the top earners in programs, their content really gets transcribed into video. It's video, and then it's the writing in the email or writing under the video in the blog that breaks down I'll show you right now. I'll show you an absolute specific example of this because we are going to take a field trip. We're going to take a field trip right now. I'm going to go and show you what an example of this looks like. That it's not the best in the world, right? It's not the worst in the world. But what I can tell you, because I have the data, is that I'm going to show you a solution that earns 6 figures a year. Okay, so whether you judge it, you hate it, you love it, whatever you're going to think when you see how simple this can be, but I'm going to show you a solution in my follow-up that's generating a 6-figure income. It doesn't have to be fancy. So let's cover what we're going to show you right now. I'm going to show you a welcome email that I send to every single buyer that buys from me in Power Lead System. Every single one. I don't care if they get Lead Lightning or if they get gold membership or whatever. And I don't care what the system itself is sending them, their username, their password, all that. You know how you can go in your prediction report, right? In the back office, when somebody buys from you, you see them in the prediction report, you get an email notification. You can find them easily in those 2 places. I see their name, their email, many times their phone number. So I can grab their email. I'm going to show you, I have an email on my desktop. I copy and paste it. I send it to them. That's number 1. But number 2, before they buy, I create almost every day because I like them to see that I'm doing it fresh. I upload a video almost every day to Facebook and to YouTube. And I also do live streams, you know, whatever, however you feel comfortable. But basically, I do a getting started training. And it's really simple. The concept is really simple. I assume that, you know, hey, this is for the people that just joined me the past couple of days. I'm going to personally follow up with you, but I'm pretty busy. Right? I might not get to you for a while, so I want you to at least have this getting started training video here on Facebook, here on YouTube, here on my blog, so nothing can slow you down. Go through the steps, and you'll have a funnel set up with traffic coming in. That's the only thing you need to worry about in the beginning. Get a funnel, get traffic to the funnel, and then plug into our training, right? So I do this getting started content. It begins as a video, and then I end up putting it on the blog with some content and steps to do below it. And I don't care that the information is already in the training center. It's already in the Facebook group. It's already in the back office of Power Lead System. I don't care that it's already back there. Your prospects don't care either, because most of the time they want you to tell them what to do next, right? So I create these videos every day. So by the time they wake up and they have that question, hey, I'm going to chase Franco today and ask them, what do I do next? Well, while they're trying to find me on Facebook, boom, I show up on their timeline with a video that already tells them it. It's like, hey, I knew you were coming to hunt me down. Here you go. I'm going fishing. Watch this video. I'm out of here. Right? So it can help you automate this stuff. Number three, this is just an idea. I'm just going to give you an idea of what I do so that you can choose to either model it, apply it to your primary business however you want, or here in Power Lead System. I'm just sharing ideas and concepts that can help you close more sales. Number 3, I have marketing out there that communicates an offer. I call it my VIP bonus. And I offer to completely set up my new members' funnels, because once you know how to do it, it takes like less than 5 minutes to set up a person's complete funnel with the follow-up hangout page and all that. Yeah, it's quick. It's like, you know, subdomain, click, create a domain, click, install share code, click. You're done. 5 minutes, you're done, right? But many times that 5 minutes earns me a $500 day. Offering that to 2 people, it's $1,000 day. I offer to set up my teammates' new funnels if they decide to go all in, you know, buy the 147 and the 497 in the back office, right? So they're gold members. Hey, how you doing? Have you been set up? All right, great. Now you do know that I can do the entire setup for you and get some traffic flowing into you. If you decide to go all in, just let me know. Oh, really? I was going to go all in next week anyway. Yeah, I want you to set up everything for me. Okay, great. So it's good for them. It's a value for them because they were going to go all in anyway. So that might be just the thing that tips them to come over the fence, right? So now they're happy. You set them up in 5-10 minutes. You're done. You earned yourself a $500 commission. How cool is that, right? So that allows me to close a lot more sales, even into from the 7-day free trial into the paid member status, because I offer a little something. a free 30-minute coaching session, a this, a that. I'll create, I'll hook up one capture page for you. Just get started today, and I'll hook up your capture page and give you some emails, and there you go, right? So be creative. The concept here is be creative and think of something that you've learned how to do that you can offer your prospect in exchange for their decision to get started sooner rather than later. So as a specific example, I do a VIP bonus setup service, done for you service. I set up all their funnel, all their pages in exchange for them going all in. They think that's a cool offer. They go all in. That generates a $500 commission for you. And now you got an all-in teammate. And have I told you all-in teammates tend to stay on your team forever? So it helps your residual income too, right? Just simple math, simple stuff, personal touch. It'll get you more sales. So let me show you actually an example of this and how it looks in real life marketing. So you don't think that, it's complicated or anything like that. Okay, so here, let me give you an example. So I'm going to show you, let me show you a generic funnel in Power Lead System so I don't show you any personal funnel or anything like that. Okay, so let's start with, for example, this. For example, this. Next few moments, I'm going to show you. So here's a, that's not a good, there we go. Better place to pause the video. So here's a lead capture page, generic. Everybody has access to this capture page and this funnel inside of Power Lead System. Pretty cool, right? Free presentation. Come on in. I show you how to start making money on the internet, no matter what program you're in. So lead capture page, they get in here, and then they go to the presentation, right? So they get to the presentation, which is this page, right? 8-minute video, right? 8-minute video, Power Lead System, marketing platform. Start their free trial, the product, right? The product broken down, every single tool suite in the product. This is a good affiliate page, actually. Really, if somebody really wants to know more information about the actual product, what they're getting, find this page in your back office. It's easy. It's in the Power Lead System section. Really cool. But see here, internet marketing, training area, live webinars and hangouts, fantastic support. All right. Here's what I started doing, okay? Like, watch this. I'm going to do it right in front of your eyes. So let's say I wanted to talk about the training that I was going to provide for them and how I was going to support them after they join. Well, I would create a video and I would create one slide on a PowerPoint, or maybe just post one image on Facebook, open up that post and then start my screen share recording and record that and talk through it, right? Let me show you. I'm going to take a screenshot right now, of this very image right now. Capture it right there. See, I capture the image. I take a picture. I name it something, and like picture 1 or whatever, right? And this picture, right? This picture that you're looking at, and I save it on my desktop, blogging pics, whatever. Picture 1, I save it in there, right? So now I have this picture. So now I can pop that easily a whole bunch of ways. I can start recording here and talk about this and teach people how I'm going to plug them into training, what the training area looks like, the weekly webinars and hangouts, the fantastic customer support group that we have. All of this, I speak it into a 3-minute video, and I put that video on my Facebook and I put that video on my blog, and I send an email to all of my prospects in the autoresponder, and I get them to that piece of content. And under the content, I have a button that says, click here to continue, right? And they click there to continue, they go and they join, right? So I do little things like this. Now for getting started training, so you take little pieces of your sales presentation and you talk about it. But let me give you a very specific example. After they watch the presentation, now we are in follow-up. So now they start receiving follow-up emails, and typically I send a follow-up email to my blog. Now we have Power Blog, so everybody has the ability to create a very simple, direct marketing blog for your business. I'm not talking about search engine optimization. That's beautiful. That's great. What I'm talking about is using a platform to provide your prospect specific content that addresses the biggest concerns they're ever going to have before they join a program like this, right? And so what I created is a page called Power Lead System Getting Started, right? I just created this and I put it on my blog in a dedicated page. So I tell people, just go to my blog and follow up, go to my blog, click on Power Lead System, Getting Started, and that's where you will find my Getting Started training. Go through there and you'll see how simple and how complete my training is going to be with you, right? So all I did is from the Power Lead System YouTube channel, the first video I want him to watch is the Getting Started orientation training video that we have in the back office, right? This is the same video we have in the back office. I just clicked to go watch it on the actual YouTube channel so I can get the link or the embed code and put the video on my own blog. I want to make sure they watch this video. This video makes me a lot of back-end upgrade sales, right? So after the first orientation training video, and this is important for me personally because I don't want to deviate from the culture and the training that we already have inside of the back office. So by using the same video on my blog, it just sets the tone that when they get to the back office, they're going to see that I'm within the culture, I'm within what we do anyway, but this is just above and beyond a little bit of service. Because then what I did is when I figured out how to set up a sales funnel, I made a video of me step by step on how to set up a sales funnel, right? So it's the see one, do one, teach one method, right? You see one, then you do one, and then you teach one as fast as humanly possible. You want to get to do all three, right? See one, do one, and teach one. Whatever you learn how to do, teach it immediately in a video, in a blog post, in a Facebook post, somewhere. So then you can send your prospects to this kind of content as they are considering your program and your offer. You start teaching them about how to get started, how to get traffic, how to set up a funnel. They can see right off the bat how you and your team are going to be helping them above and beyond whatever your team or funnel or the back office provides us. Above and beyond. This is not really to your prospect. This is about training and support for them, right? But for you, for your marketing, this is about positioning yourself as a leader. This is about you taking the lead. This is about you not being an average, lazy affiliate. This is about setting yourself up as a serious business person, a leader in the marketing team that you're building, and letting people know subliminally, directly and indirectly that you are going to be there to show them the right way, to show them the way, right? And they're going to get that. And that's an aura, that's an energy. People watch your video and you're not pitching, you're teaching, you're helping, and you're leading. And once they get that energy about you, that's what they're looking for subconsciously. Everybody's looking for a pack leader. Everybody's looking to follow the alpha leader, right? And it's not about alpha personality or nothing like that. Don't get carried away. If you're a party person and a relationship person, emotion person and all that, don't worry about it. This has nothing to do with that psychology specifically, but it has everything to do with being the person that your prospect is going to see is a little bit different, a little bit more involved, a little bit more committed than the rest of the other options. And believe me, they have a lot of options, right? So what I do is I've created, and then I ask myself, what else are they going to need to really get started? I want them to watch this video. Then I need them to do two things and two things only when they are brand new. Set up a funnel and get traffic to it. That's it. So that's the main first thing I wanted to do with my own Getting Started page. So then I created a video step by step on how to create, how to replicate a sales funnel, right? Very simple. And then I give them the share under the video. I write down what I just talked about in the video, right? And the video takes them through these 6 steps, right? I give them the share code and then the fast start steps. And step 1 was to log into the back office, and I provide the link right there. Step number 2 was the domain name. Go buy a domain name in the back office. Step number 3 was to install the share code in their back office. And here it is right here. Copy and paste, install it over here. Then click on Manage Website. Click and identify your new domain name there, and then link that to whatever funnel we're replicating. In this case, it was this one. And then after that, you got a funnel. You're ready to go. You got a link that's connected to a funnel. What's next? Get traffic, right? So you're now ready to get traffic. I click there and I send them off to get traffic, where I get traffic. Okay, so they have everything from A to Z on how to get a funnel up there running day 1 of their business and get traffic. Well, now we start talking about follow-up, right? So now I make another video and I show them how to set up the follow-up pages, this Hangout page, the training page, right below the video. The step-by-steps are in the video. Then below that, it's really simple what I wrote, guys. You can do this right now. You can copy this right now. You can say your main follow-up pages. These are the links that you can create to direct people to the pages in your follow-up process, right? A direct link to the sales video, a direct link to the Hangout page, the training page, their lead lightning funnel for a downsell. You know, hey, I ain't got no money yet for that. Do you have anything else? Yeah, I got lead lightning, $7, get in, right? Free lead system funnel. Maybe you're on safe lists or some cheap, you know, traffic kind of thing. You can convert cheap traffic. You just got to give them something compelling for that kind of quality traffic. So safe list, topsurfer.com, things like that. I put my free lead system forever link in there, and I allow that traffic to come in and start there. Then they'll upgrade to lead lightning. Then some of them upgrade to silver and gold, and there we go, right? So that's next, setting up all of their follow-up pages. But after that, and the process is only 2 steps, right? Create a subdomain and then link the subdomain to whatever page you're setting up. So now once that step is done, I use this Hangout page right here for my Hangout on Wednesday. So I let them know, if you want to use this Hangout page, then here's the share code for it. And here's the pages you're going to get. And here's the instructions. And the video, you know, walks them through exactly how to click here, click there, and do it. So it's right there. I provide that. I don't wait for anybody else. I don't wait for my sponsor. I don't wait for my sponsor's sponsor. I don't care who the alpha dog is around here. I am it. I want to be the resource because that gets me more sales, right? It's just a projection of leadership, right? And so anyway, I guide them through there. And then after that, right, what's next? So now they have their funnel set up. Now they have their follow-up pages set up. Now they know how to get traffic, right? So they're going to ask, okay, hey, Franco, I got all that stuff done. What do I do next? Well, just 2 things. Get traffic and plug into training, right? I'm doing all this before they even buy, guys. Anybody can find this page, and it helps me make sales. Why? To me, to you, to me, this seems like very simple. Oh, I could do that, Franco. I could just copy that, what you have there. Yeah, please do. Please do. You'll probably get more sales because to them, no other affiliate is providing this much value. They don't show them this much. It's all about the sales pitch. It's all about, look at my rented Lamborghini. It's all about different things, right? And yeah, some people buy from that, but some people may stay on the fence. But if you provide more value, I'm just showing you 1 page too. I know it's taken time to present it because I'm teaching it, but really I'm just showing you 1 page. I mean, you can create endless stuff. You can create a YouTube channel. You can create a Facebook fan page and upload video, 1 little video every day, 3 minutes, 5 minutes tops. Talk about something that'll help them get set up, something that'll help them get started and learn a little bit of this and learn a little bit of that every day. And then you become the source in the follow-up process. If you're showing people how you're going to help them replicate and duplicate, let me give a quick shout out to the way I noticed Frank Calabro markets. Frank Calabro Jr., #1 money earner here. I think he's #1 money earner here. Anyway, so I go through a couple of his funnels. I've bought some stuff from Frank just to get in there and see how he does business. I really respect the way he does business. Here's the core of what he does. Every single funnel that you go into, he ends up showing you on a video exactly what's going to happen next. All the way until way after you're already in. Here's where we advertise. This is where I get traffic. Here's how I do this. Here's the share code. Here's how to create. He's showing you exactly how to get up and get started and get traffic and do everything in the funnel. There's a reason people buy from people like that, right? You take away every single, I mean, by the time you're done with a couple of their videos, you already feel you're invested. You're emotionally you've already joined the team mentally. It's just you got to get out your credit card and click on a couple of links and pay, and you're in officially, but you're already in, right? So what to do next? So I guide people. We get traffic here. If you want personal support, click here. Message me with any questions. That sends them to my Facebook fan page. If you want mentorship and a mastermind group, here is our mastermind group here. Right? If you want daily training videos, subscribe here. The training center visit daily. Here's my training blog, right? I set up a blog and I use it as my training blog. I really don't care about search engine optimization. You can go clean up on the search engines. I don't really care about that, even though I get a considerable amount of YouTube and search engine traffic just because I've got content out there and people find it, but I'm not a search engine marketer. I use my blog to provide this kind of value content, and then I drive paid traffic and social media networking. That's where I drive my traffic. I drive my traffic with Twitter and Facebook and paid solo ads, right? And so this I have here, Training Center, come visit here. The Power Lead System back office training is here. The weekly Hangout overview is here, and the weekly internet marketing training is here. So I just provide them everything they're going to need. When they ask me, what do I do next? I just laugh. I'm like, dude, you haven't gone through everything. Where are you at in my page, my getting started page? You know, what do you do next? Just follow that. By the time, if you really do everything I tell you to do right there, you should be too busy following up with prospects to even try to call your sponsor. You ain't got no time to call your sponsor when you're busy following up with prospects. That's where you should be. Call your prospects 100 times. Don't call your sponsor 100 times. They can't call your prospects for you, right? So I set up all these questions. You know, are you going to show me where to get traffic? You know, that question led me to put this on the page. Are you going to give me personal support? That question led me to put this on the page. Do I get any mentorship? Do you have a Facebook group? Do you have a community? That led me to put this, so on and so forth. Every single question that I would get in the real trenches of marketing from a real prospect, not a guru that's telling me what they think the questions are going to be, and they're just shooting from the hip and lying, right? I mean, these are questions from real leads that I've had through time, and every time I get a new one, I'm like, ooh, that's a good question. Now, I don't know about that. I'll get back to you on that, but here's what I can provide you. And then I go and I research, figure it out, come back with a solution, but then I create a new video. I create a new page, or I add a link here. Right? Every single time I get a new question from prospects, I just add the solution to it here. By the end of the day, I mean, they can come here and follow up and go through all this thing. If they're really paying attention, by the time they're done reviewing this getting started training page that I created, all of their questions are answered. They're signing up because they want their team to see this page. They want to provide this kind of training to their team. What I'm going to share with them is, yeah, you can use my training for your prospects to get you going, but really the end game for me is I want to help you develop this kind of positioning for yourself. Copy and paste this stuff, put it on your own blog. I want you to be the resource, not me. I want you to be the star, not me. I am a supporting actor. This is your action movie. You're the star. Let's make you the star. And everything else, the program, the comp plan, the leadership, the ownership, your sponsor, everybody's just supporting cast around you, supporting you. You are the star of your own action movie here. Because I know if I can do that, you're going to be independent, interdependent. You're going to be completely able to generate business from scratch for the rest of your life. So after they go through all of this stuff, right, then you know how to start promoting fast. I give them a couple of ideas that we cover in the other overview hangout, how to get started prospecting, right? And then under there, I teach them the big picture of the sales process. You know, I break it down for them. Hey, look, here's what to expect. When you utilize this training, your content and your advertising is basically going to be asking an approach question, right? Are you open to learning how to make money online? And when they say yes to that, they're going to click and they're going to go in your funnel. They're going to end up watching your video. You're going to follow up with them. They're going to buy a membership. You're going to plug them into training. You are going to repeat that process. And then you're going to teach your team to repeat this process. This is the sales process, how we keep it simple. How do we anchor that in? What's our philosophy here? It's real simple. You want to make a full-time income, a six-figure full-time income with Power Lead System? Immerse yourself and internalize these 4 steps, because that's all it is. Get in, get all in, get traffic, get to our hangouts. If you want more training on Power Lead System alone, this is where I provide a link and it goes over to Power Lead System training so they can master the use of these tools, right? Now they can go to the training center and do that there. If they're interested in building an affiliate team, well, I created a little training here, how to get your new affiliate started fast. It basically re-emphasizes everything we just covered on this page. And so anyway, I create this kind of content in my follow-up process, and I send an email or I post on Facebook or I do a YouTube video leading people to this very content. And if you begin to do little things like this, right? Do you use some tools in your business? Create a page on your blog that shows them your tools. Do you have a couple of different spots depending on price point where you go to get traffic, some expensive traffic, some low cost traffic? You know, make a page and call it traffic, right? Do you have some information on like a brand new beginner, where to begin learning about what in the world this concept actually is? I mean, kindergarten content training. Then create something and call it Start Here, or Beginners Start Here, and put that video or that little information there and lead people to your own platform, your own information, your own content. And from here, then link them over to your sales video or your funnel or whatever, but provide this and offer it in follow-up. Information like this, not this exact, you can take this, you can make your own version of it, but here's how I learned how to do it. Here's how I learned how to do it. Okay, that's how I do it. Let me come off camera and just close with this. So like I said in the presentation before, if you just show up a little bit different than every other affiliate out there that's lazy, that's not going to do that. They're not going to do it. Oh, I can't do that. I can't do video. I can't post on Facebook. I cannot copy and paste. All of a sudden, I can't copy and paste. I can't do anything. Please, sponsor, help me. My sponsor has to make money from my sponsor has to do everything. I've called you 15,000 times today, sponsor. You haven't called back, so I'm going to quit. Right? I mean, come on. It's no. You have to be the resource for your prospects. Your prospects don't care about your sponsor. If they did care about your sponsor, they'd be joining with them. Okay? You don't want your sponsor to care more about your sponsor. You don't want your prospect to care more about your sponsor than they do about you. You got to be the deal. You want them to buy from you, right? That's what I'm saying. So you want to become the resource little by little. Here's how I did it. I would write down, literally, let me show you. I got gold cards, and I also got old school notebook. And I would write down, oh, I got this question. Let me write down, I had this question for my sponsor. Let me write down the question. And I would write down the questions that I had and the questions that I was getting from prospects. And then each question, I would create a video or a piece of content, even if it was just an article, headline, after you join, how do you get leads for affiliate marketing, right? Well, step number 1, this, step number 2, this, step number 3, step number 4, that's 4 quick tips on generating leads for affiliate marketing quickly. If you want more information, click here. All right, so I would create these pieces of content, whether it was just a written article before I was doing video. Then those articles, when I got confident doing videos, especially screen share and PowerPoint, oh, it was over. Then I went back to all my old articles, my old Facebook posts, and I would get those and I would create videos out of them. I would make a PowerPoint with those bullet points and I would just speak. And I would load it every day up to YouTube. And so my email list, I would send an email taking them to a piece of content. And all that content could have been solutions from my FAQ page of my program inside of the training center. But I don't care. I was going to teach that to my prospect because that was going to build rapport. It was going to build trust. They were going to perceive value was given to them. And it helped me begin to close more and more and more sales. If you do that in your follow-up process, just begin to create little pieces of content and send them in. And then remember a couple of weeks ago, I showed you how to broadcast email in Power Lead System. You can create a broadcast campaign with just one email in it. And let's say one time you're going to teach them about your getting started training, right? You're getting started training. You create one email campaign with one email. And that email says, welcome to the team. Here's your getting started training. And then the body of the email says, welcome to the team. Here's your getting started training. It's going to show you how to do the 2 most important things when you're brand new. Set up a funnel and get traffic to it. Click here and I'll see you inside. That's the email. And it points them to your getting started training piece of content. Now you plug that inside of Power Lead System. It's now its own broadcast email campaign. So now if you wanted to send that on any given day, you can log in, click on emails, click on broadcast email, send email, look for that email campaign name. Oh, there it is, the Getting Started Training email. Boom, click and send it out. And now you've automated the process. And if you do that to a number of them, did you miss our hangout? That email, send that email out. Free internet marketing training for 1 hour. You don't even have to buy, just go to the training, right? And send that email out on another day. Now you start creating an army of emails that lead people to your value content that's answering most of the questions that they're going to have anyway before they buy. And they go through that content and they're going to be ready to join. You have to be there to follow up and call them back and reply to emails, things like that, basics, right? And then remember, let me get back to my golden Las Vegas cards. Then remember, even after you start doing this, it's all about having patience with yourself and going through the 52 card deck, just going through people, doing the work and finding your aces, finding your twosies, plug them into Lead Lightning, love on them, plug them into training, your threesies and twosies. All right, threesies and twosies are going to be in the deck. They're going to be in the deck, but then you're going to find some fives. They're going to take some action. Then you're going to find a 9, serious person. Maybe they were in network marketing with an existing team and they want to use Power Lead System. They're going to plug their team into it. Hey, that's a 9, action taker, going to get some production. A 9, you're going to get some 10s. You're going to get your queens that are team building leaders. You're going to find your aces. You're going to find your kings. And let me tell you, don't believe the hype. You're going to go through, you got to go through quite a few jokers. Quite a few jokers, but that's the beauty of internet marketing. The jokers will reject you at the video. You never have to waste your time with jokers and haters and naysayers ever again. Let your video, let your marketing system deal with them. You never have to deal with the jokers. You just throw them. You just throw them away. You just throw them away, and you just market and keep running through the numbers and let that confidence and your content and your system, let your tools do the work. And that's how you're going to close more sales, my friends. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to end the live broadcast here. It's been another fun week. We'll be back live. Affiliates, this thing rolls 24/7 immediately. Just send traffic to it. And I'm going to stay. I'm going to quit this. I'm going to stop the broadcast. And I'm going to stay. If you have any questions, ask your questions down below. I'll stay for a couple of minutes, answer some questions, and I'll see you next week live. In addition to that, I'll see you in the Facebook group. I'll see you in the community. Okay, guys? Welcome to Power Lead System. If you're new, start your free trial. Get back to your sponsor. Go all in, get all in, get traffic. Keep coming to these training sessions, and we'll build a 6-figure income for you together. I'll see you next week live, guys. Bye for now.